Most men think compliments are about saying something nice. They believe attraction is created by praise, approval, or flattery. But that belief alone is why their words disappear the moment they are spoken. A Stoic understands something deeper. Words are not powerful because they please. They are powerful because they reveal perception, and perception shapes desire. A compliment that tries to impress a woman dies instantly. A compliment that reveals how you see her stays with her long after the conversation ends. Tonight, we are not talking about sweet words. We are talking about quiet sentences that echo in her mind when the world goes silent. These are not lines. They are not tricks. They are reflections spoken from a man who is grounded, self-contained, and unafraid to observe truth. And when spoken correctly, they do something most men never experience. They don't make her smile. They make her think. The first compliment: you're calmer than most people. It shows you're comfortable with yourself. This compliment works because it does not focus on appearance. It focuses on inner stability. Women are constantly evaluated for how they look, rarely for how they carry themselves. By saying this, you are signaling that you notice subtle things, that you value composure, that you are not easily impressed by surface-level traits. And here's the hidden effect. She begins to wonder how she appears through your eyes when she isn't trying. That curiosity grows quietly. The second compliment: you don't speak just to fill silence. That's rare. This sentence does something dangerous, in a good way. It implies that you are comfortable with silence yourself. Stoic men are not afraid of pauses. They don't rush to entertain. They let moments breathe. When she hears this, her mind associates you with depth and restraint. Two qualities that trigger imagination far more than loud confidence ever could. She starts replaying conversations. Not what you said, but how you didn't say too much. The third compliment: you notice things most people miss. This compliment is powerful because it subtly elevates both of you. It implies she has layers worth noticing, and that you are the kind of man capable of seeing them. It does not explain what you noticed. That's the key. The lack of detail invites her mind to fill the gap, and the mind always fills gaps with emotion. She begins to wonder, what exactly did he see? What else does he notice? And that question lingers longer than any obvious praise ever could. The fourth compliment: you're not trying to be impressive. That's why you are. This is where Stoicism shines. You are complimenting effortlessness. People who try to be impressive reveal insecurity. People who are impressive without trying reveal alignment. When you say this, you are telling her she doesn't need to perform around you. That alone creates psychological safety. And safety is not boring. Safety is where desire relaxes and imagination wakes up. She feels seen without being judged. And that feeling follows her into the night. The fifth compliment: you seem like someone who values depth over noise. This compliment aligns her identity with something noble: depth, meaning, substance. Even if she never consciously thought of herself this way, your words plant the idea. And once planted, the mind begins to defend it. She starts acting in alignment with that image, especially when she thinks of you. Because now, with you, she is not shallow, she is layered. That association becomes intimate without ever being physical. The sixth compliment: you don't seek attention, you command presence. This sentence changes the dynamic instantly. Attention is begged for, presence is felt. By saying this, you position yourself as someone who understands power without needing to display it. Stoic power is quiet. It does not chase. It does not convince. And when she hears this, she connects you with authority. Not dominance, but certainty. Certainty is intoxicating because it feels rare. The seventh compliment: you make people slow down around you. This is the most dangerous compliment of all. Why? Because time is the most valuable currency we have, and you are telling her that her presence alters it. That around her, the rush fades. The noise softens, moments stretch. She begins to associate you with calm intensity, a space where emotions settle and thoughts deepen. And when night comes and distractions disappear, her mind returns to the place where it felt most still. These compliments are not meant to be delivered all at once. They are not meant to be forced. A Stoic never rushes influence. He allows it. Each sentence should feel like an observation, not an intention. Spoken once, then released. Because the real effect doesn't happen when you say them. It happens later, when she is alone. When silence replaces conversation. When memory becomes louder than words. And this is only the beginning. A Stoic knows that words alone do nothing. It is when they are spoken, how they are delivered, and what is left unsaid that gives them weight. Most men fail not because they say the wrong thing, but because they say the right thing at the wrong moment, with the wrong energy, for the wrong reason. Compliments only work when they feel unplanned, when they sound like a thought that slipped out, not a line that was prepared. That is why restraint is everything. Why timing matters more than the compliment itself. Never compliment her when she is seeking validation. Never speak when she is performing. A Stoic waits until she is relaxed, until she has stopped trying to impress, until she has become herself again. That is when the words land deep, because in that moment she believes you are seeing the real her, not the version she shows the world. And the mind clings tightly to anyone who sees beneath the mask. The Stoic tone calm, low, unrushed. Your tone should never rise with excitement, never rush to explain, never soften the statement with insecurity. Say it calmly, almost casually, as if it doesn't matter whether she reacts or not. That indifference is not coldness, it is confidence. When a compliment feels like a gift you could easily keep to yourself, it suddenly becomes valuable. She feels it wasn't given freely. It was earned. Why silence after the compliment is crucial. Most men destroy attraction immediately after a good line. They add words. They explain. They justify. A Stoic does the opposite. He speaks, then lets silence do the rest. Silence forces her mind to move, to interpret, to replay, and the mind always works harder when it is slightly unsettled. That unsettled feeling becomes curiosity. Curiosity becomes fixation. The real reason these compliments create nighttime fantasies. At night, there is no noise, no distractions, no social masks, only memory. And memory favors emotional impressions over details. She doesn't remember exactly what you said. She remembers how she felt being seen without being chased. She remembers feeling calm yet alert, safer yet intrigued. That combination is rare, and the mind returns to rare experiences again and again. Why you must never chase the reaction. If she smiles, let it pass. If she pauses, let it deepen. If she says nothing, say nothing back. The Stoic does not seek confirmation. Needing a response tells her the compliment was for you, not for her. And the moment she senses that, the spell breaks. Real power is delivered and released. A hidden Stoic principle most men miss. Attraction is not built by accumulation. It is built by contrast. If you compliment too often, your words become noise. If you speak rarely, every sentence gains gravity. Be the man whose words are remembered, not the man whose voice fills space. What happens internally after you leave? She starts replaying moments. Not because you tried to impress her, but because you didn't. She questions why your words felt different, why they didn't sound needy, why they didn't ask for anything in return. And the mind always seeks closure. That search for closure becomes imagination. Imagination becomes fantasy, not because of desire alone, but because of unresolved curiosity. The Stoic rule: you must never break, never compliment to gain. Only compliment to acknowledge. The moment your intention shifts from observation to outcome, your energy changes. Women feel that instantly, even if they can't explain it. A Stoic speaks truth without attachment. That detachment is what makes his words linger. This is still not the end. In the next part, we'll uncover why most men lose attraction immediately after creating it, how over-familiarity kills mystery, and how a Stoic man knows exactly when to withdraw without disappearing, so the fantasy grows instead of fading. When you're ready, say the word and we continue. Attraction is not created by what you say, it is sealed by how you leave. Most men believe the peak moment is when interest is shown. A Stoic knows the peak moment is when he withdraws correctly, because desire does not grow in presence. It grows in absence, and absence only works when something meaningful was left behind. Why most men destroy the fantasy without realizing it, after saying the right thing, after creating curiosity, after feeling the shift in energy, most men panic. They stay longer than they should. They talk more than necessary. They try to build on the moment. And in doing so, they collapse the mystery. A Stoic understands a brutal truth: overexposure kills imagination. Fantasy needs space, and space is created by discipline. The Stoic exit, leaving while the energy is high. The moment you feel the connection deepen, that pause, that quiet attention, that subtle change in how she looks at you, that is not your cue to continue. That is your cue to leave, not abruptly, not dramatically, calmly, naturally, as if your life is already full, and this moment was simply a chapter, not the story. This exit is what makes the compliment echo through the night. Why withdrawal feels stronger than pursuit. When you pursue, you give answers. When you withdraw, you leave questions. And the human mind cannot tolerate unanswered questions. She begins to replay the interaction. Not because you disappeared, but because you didn't cling. She wonders what you're doing, what you're thinking, why you didn't need more. That wondering is where fantasy lives. The difference between distance and disinterest. A Stoic never ghosts. He never punishes. He never manipulates. He simply returns to his life. That distinction matters, because distance with clarity feels powerful. Distance with insecurity feels confusing. Your calm withdrawal tells her something without words. I enjoyed this, but I am not dependent on it. That message is louder than any compliment you could ever give. Why the mind always romanticizes the disciplined man. The disciplined man represents something rare. He is present, but not available on demand. Warm, but not consuming. Interested, but not owned by interest. This balance unsettles the mind in a good way. She can't categorize you easily, and what cannot be categorized becomes intriguing. Intrigue grows when the mind keeps returning to a puzzle it cannot solve. What she fantasizes about isn't what you think. She doesn't fantasize about your words. She fantasizes about how you made her feel without trying. She fantasizes about the calm, the certainty, the grounded presence. She imagines conversations that never happened, moments that were never promised, depth that was hinted at, not explained, and that imagined depth feels more real than anything forced. The Stoic law of scarcity: if everyone can access you, you are common. If no one can reach you, you are distant. A Stoic chooses the middle path. He is reachable, but not interruptible, engaged, but not consuming, present, but never needy. That scarcity is not strategy. It is a natural result of self-respect, and self-respect is the most attractive trait a man can possess. Why silence after separation is more powerful than texts after you part ways. Do nothing. No follow-ups, no reassurance, no unnecessary messages. Silence is not absence of interest. It is confidence in impact. If the connection mattered, it will surface again, because she will feel the gap. And the mind always notices what is missing. The final Stoic truth about attraction: you do not make a woman fantasize. You simply stop interfering with her natural curiosity. Attraction is not built, it is allowed. When you speak with intention, but without attachment. When you observe without chasing. When you leave without needing closure. You become unforgettable, not because you tried to be remembered, but because you respected yourself enough to walk away complete. Final reflections: say less, mean more. Leave early, return late, and let the mind do what it always does when faced with depth it cannot fully grasp. It imagines, it returns, it desires. That is the Stoic secret.